Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I would like to make a mini journal out of this beautiful book here that is kind of falling apart. I'm not exactly sure where I got this book. Not sure if I found it on Etsy or if I found it in a estate sale, but it is 1892 and it is in, looks like French maybe. Yes, probably French. So I probably got this on Etsy because I don't find very many French books in our area. But anyway, I thought I would film this. I want to cut this out, make a cover, front and back, and then maybe the binding, this old binding, I will incorporate it into the journal somewhere. Anyway, welcome. I am Jennifer from Sundragon Paper and Lace, and let's get started. How I'm going to cut this is, these things scare me to death, but it really does the job without injuring any of the, without hurting the paper if I'm very careful with it. So as you can see here, and I love this. What I'm thinking is maybe just decorating it with lace. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do this from start to finish, and so far if you follow my channel, you'll notice that I have some series that I have not completed yet, and I apologize for that. I've got these projects going on that I haven't completed, and therefore I haven't videoed any continuations of what I started. But I will get back to them someday, and will video as well. So this will be like this, and then these papers I will incorporate sometime somewhere, and I am not sure if I can tear this apart or not. I don't, without you know, because I want this binding. And this isn't your like usual binding that you find in a book, a newer book. This looks like it might be glued in. Oh no, they're sewed in like this. So let me see if I can just cut that like that. I just want to make sure I'm in view. Let's see. I'm sure there's other ways of doing this, like maybe cutting the signature string right now, but I haven't taken apart a book quite like this before. So bear with me as I go. Let's see. It looks like I can oh, it tore apart right here. That's too bad. That's something I didn't want. I didn't want to the binding to come apart. but it did. So it split. I think I tore it in a wrong spot. Darn it. So, yeah. Well, that's too bad. But I at least can still use the paper for other things. And that tiny binding would have probably fell apart anyway. This looks like a drama book or a play. Let me see if I can still salvage a little piece of the binding here. I have so much book binding that I'm planning on using and incorporating into junk journals and the covers and such. I've just kept them all, thinking that I would do that. I need to close this, and but I haven't done it, and someday I will use these things, these bits in decoration to decorate with or to embellish with, at least these parts here. Okay, so I got that part apart anyway. And then now what I want to do is, oh, there's still some of this. I am going to try to find papers to go in it. And I think, I mean, I've got some set aside already. I got some set aside already. And I just want to figure out what am I going to line the inside with. And I think this paper, I forgot what this paper is called again. It's an Italian paper. God, I forgot what it's called. Is it not filigree? No. Oh my goodness, it'll come to me later. But I think maybe making this as the cover, and I haven't decided what I would put for the binding. Should I make it fabric? A fabric or a soft binding? And if so, if I'm going to make it a soft binding, should I put the paper over it on the edges? Or should I use a oh gosh, decisions. I don't know what to do yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm sorry, this is just totally random and ad lib. We'll figure out on signatures for the book. And I already have papers chosen, I just don't have them sized and how I'm going to arrange them. So I thought I would do that on camera. And hopefully I'm staying on camera. So this probably can go in half like this. And then let's see. Well, this, okay, so that is actually a good size. So maybe what I'll do is like this, and then fold it in like that. This could be the outside of one signature. And this could be the outside. I don't know how many signatures, probably, let's do like 3 small signatures. I'm doing this right. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're doing all okay, and it is Monday today, and I'm supposed to be making some cards, some birthday cards, but I saw this on my desk and I really wanted to get started on it, so we'll just do some of it and then continue on to a part 2 and probably a part 3. These mini journals are so much fun, and I hope that I can get through it and complete a video series on it instead of leaving you guys hanging. My Monday at work, it's been really odd lately at work. Then everybody just seems to be really tired. And not to mention, people were sick too at some point. At one point, they were very sick. A lot of people calling out sick. So be careful out there. There's a lot of stuff going on around, just viral stuff. Okay, next I think I'm gonna put something like colorful, maybe. I don't want all of the signatures to be exactly the same, so let's just start on one signature, but I want the outside at least to be the same, so it's at least cohesive. I want this to be like this, and make a tuck. Do I want this bigger? Do I want this? I don't know why I'm struggling so much right now. I apologize for my struggles. If I'm frustrating you, you can just fast forward. Just fast forward. Okay, let's do that. And then let's cut this or tear this. I rarely use my scissors. I do a lot of folding and tearing. There. Let's see, that's going to stick out a little, but that's okay. I like these things sticking out. And let's see. Let's do that. Probably end up changing this up depending on how how I like this or not. Let's put some Asian characters writing in here. I hope I'm staying in frame, guys. I'm sorry if I'm not. I can't tell. Because, okay, yeah, because I've got, like I said, I have been, like I said before in my previous video, I'm just kind of experimenting with my camera. And so that's how it goes. This might be way too much, way too big. Yeah, I like him sticking out, but not that much. So let's do this. What else? I want to make this a writing journal. Oh, where did my fingernail go? Oh, it's missing. I always have problems with those fingernails, those stick-on fingernails. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 is enough. 5 in each signature, that's 15 pages. That's 30 on each side. And for a little mini journal, I think that's enough. However, I do want to change how this looks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that and this like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This needs to be separated because it's gonna cause problems. So let's do this and this and this like that. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. I might end up trimming that. I might end up doing that. Okay. So 5. Colored right here. So a lot of this paper, this painted paper, is from my paper that I cover my glass mat with. I've got one of those Tim Holtz glass grid mats, and it's great, except it shows a reflection of my light, and so that I don't like so much. So I had to put paper over it, and what I realize is that when I'm painting papers, this also gets, the paper that I covered matte with also gets painted, and so I just kind of add to it, and it's been kind of fun doing things like that. I don't think I'm gonna put, I think I'll make this kind of short, like that, and then I'll just flip this like this and rip it. So we'll do that. We'll do another piece here. Let's do something plain instead. This would be nice, a nice tuck right here, and then a nice tuck in the back going that way. I'll just go like this. Okay. I know I said I wanted these to be the start of the signature, but unfortunately it did not work out that way. So what, I need two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need one more that's just plain, so that they're not all folded, if you get my meaning. But so far, I am digging the colors. I really love this color. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. Oh, I'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah. Florentine paper. See, I told you it would come to me sooner or later. Florentine paper. That's what it's called. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's make this a short piece. And make it so it's like this. No, make it so it's like this. Then make this. Then like this. And then like this. Okay. Okay, that's the second. The first, second, whichever. Okay, one more. Let's make it like that, short. And no, and just make it a straight. No folds in it. Just like this, just like that. And then What other paper to, oh, I have this paper. That goes really well with that, doesn't it? I don't know where I found this packaging paper. It might have been in an estate sale. I have a whole roll of this paper. And it's pretty nice because I've not only painted on it and added gold splashes on it. I use it a lot for wrapping paper. Let's make this an odd piece, kind of like this, kind of like this. And we'll put another regular piece. Now, how about a page? Just a book page. Okay, well, excuse me. Book page right there. Excuse me. My goodness. It's so easy just to make little tucks all the time. But I don't want to make tucks all the time. Not if there's only 5 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a tuck in the middle. Like that. Maybe. No. I think I might just have to do this and end up with 2 tucks like that, and then another one like that. We'll see how it works. Okay. And I'm debating whether or not to make this kind of an expandable file. So I can make this a no-sew. I don't know if I want to do that though. I need to figure out how to do the binding. But in the meantime, while I'm trying to figure out how to do the binding, I am going to, let's decorate. Yes. And I'm going to try decorating without binding the book because I've seen other makers do that. They would, you know, have the liberty, they have the freedom of going on without binding. That's kind of cool looking, isn't it? I think that's kind of cool. I don't know which way. Oh, it goes this way. Like that. Right? But I think I want this to go like this, and then I think I'm going to just tear that and make that into a little slot, a little belly band. And then I might decorate it. I'm not sure yet. But the nice thing about decorating without binding this first is that you can move your pages around if you wish, or you have more, you can do the whole page like this, or what's really nice is you've got the freedom to sew too. It's not bound in the book already. If you decide you want to sew something, which doesn't sound like a bad idea for this journal, I really like that. I really like that, and then put something right in there. It's nice to have the pages loose, so you can have the freedom to do whatever you want to with that. Let's see. I really like this. I was thinking about doing some digitals on here, but in fact, some of this is a digital here that I just painted on top. But for the most part, I've got mostly original papers. And it's hard for me to decide. Seventh day. Auntie's skirts. Whenever Auntie moves around, her dresses make a curious sound. They trail behind her up the floor and trundle after through the door. That's cute. Eighth day. Okay, maybe I will keep that for something else. That's really cute. And since this is a whole page, maybe I can do this and just glue it to this. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a stick glue. Excuse me if you can see my head. I'm going to use a stick glue, and we'll see how this all pans out. I like using stick glue only because it doesn't warp your paper. It's a drier glue, but you also have to be careful with wanted the school on there some more. You have to be careful with, once the stick glue does dry and hardens, that your paper still stays stuck, that you can't easily peel it off. So far, I've only had one type of glue do that to me, and now I just use it as a temporary glue for when I make my snippet rolls. I'll just glue the fabric down to my base, and I know it's temporary, but it'll keep everything in place until I sew it. Okay, I think that was Okay. Oh, I did it upside down. Oh my goodness. I want this to be in front. Let me see if I can tear this without damaging too much. So do not do what I did. Nope, I can't do it without tearing it too much. Nope. Yeah, don't do what I did. So, that back doesn't look too bad because it is kind of grunched up anyway. Let me just glue that little piece. There. No one will know. Okay. I'm gonna try to stress it a little bit. Use some. Make that just a little bit. The edge is a little bit dark on that. And then I'll try to figure out what else to do. I mean, I still can do it on the right side. Oh, I'm using black. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to do that. Well, maybe this will just be a grunge journal. I'll have to remember that. Okay, so we're doing this like this, and then we're putting this. Will it still fit, or is it too short? It's too short. It needs to be, it's too flimsy anyway. It needs to be thicker. Which way does this go? I think it's this way. It's pretty bad, huh? Here I am, Asian. I can't read any. I don't even know what type of Asian this is. If this is Korean, Japanese, Chinese. I think what I want to do is the one with the most writing. Just do this like that. I liked it thinner, like it was. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it onto some packaging paper, glue it onto that to make it thicker, so it's more usable, or you know, because you're going to be putting stuff in and out of it, sliding stuff in and out of it, that it will be yeah, I think I like this better. This is like serious washi tape, or I guess you would call it washi tape, but it's not sticky. It's not tape, it's washi paper, or tea or calligraphy paper. Okay. What color? Let me see. Should brown paper go good behind that? I'll get some packaging paper out. Then let's get glue on this. And put this on the edge of this. That's still pretty thin, but it's not as thin as it was. So, and now should I tear it or should I cut? Use my scissors. I'm going to try tearing. Okay, and it doesn't bother me too much that there's still some brown sticking out over here, because we're just going to bunch it up like that to kind of give it that look. And now which way was which again? I think it was, there it is. So this symbol here, I know what this is, must be Chinese, because that is the symbol, that is a dragon symbol. That means dragon. And that is very cool to have that dragon symbol there. That is my astrological sign, is a dragon. And I think, let's see, if I remember right, I am a wood dragon. There, and then that's thicker too, so let's see, I can put, let me see what I can put. These images are from Art House Whimsy, aren't they, darling? Okay. There, like that. And then maybe put, I don't want to decorate yet, I just want to see where I'm going to put pockets and stuff where pages can go. Where pockets go on pages. And I want to make pockets out of book pages too. So let's see, it's a number. want the 15 on there. I don't want that edge on here. But I do want to make, do I want to make a gusset? I didn't leave enough room. Okay, well, bye-bye 15. So I'm going to do that. And then we will tear a little bit of this off. And make a gusset here. I think I'm doing this right. I don't know. I'm probably doing this totally wrong, but, and then I don't want it to be so bulky, so I'm going to cut this piece out. And that way there's writing space here, and then there's also room for a tag, and okay, so we'll see how it works out. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but this, that. I have to turn on my fan. It is hot. So I'm sorry if it's gonna create some noise. It may or may not create too much noise, but yeah, it is hot in my room here. And yeah. Okay. And we just had a storm. We had a storm just last night, yesterday. Okay, so this is good. It's not so flush. Good, I like that. Okay, so there's that. And then I want to, do I want to put something here? No, because I'm going to put a pocket, I think, in the cover. How do I want to decorate, or what do I want to put here? Maybe a side tuck. Maybe I don't want the pink here. Tuck like this. Maybe sewn. That might be nice to be sewn. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna put a clip there right now. Clip, 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 clip. Okay, I'll put a clip there right now, just because I know that I'm gonna sew that. I want to sew that on there to make a, or sew it this way to make a pocket there. And right now my sewing machine is buried. So if I'm going to do that, then this should be covered because I don't want the stitches to be showing through on here. So I'm going to cover this with a piece of, I want a decorative paper, something decorative. Maybe I should find some wallpaper. Or maybe I'll just do this paper. Oh, look at, you can see through that. I don't know if I know that. I'm not sure what paper this is, but again, I found it in estate sale. I seem to find everything in estate sales. And it was this size, like a ream of it. And the cover was so old, you know, holding it. So I don't know exactly what type of paper it is. It didn't say. It was just plain brown packaging paper. And I really liked the color. Do I want to do the whole thing? Maybe. We'll see. Maybe I do. So the plan is to, I've got to make sure. Oh, I can't. Oh, look at that. I believe in planning carefully. I believe in planning carefully. And then you fold it up like this. Oh, how cute. I didn't notice that. That is so cute. So now that changes my plan. I don't want to cover that. That's really cute. I don't want to cover this. Well, what we're only going to see anyway is barely, because, yeah, we really won't see it. But we can at least see this, so, because there's going to be other papers going in here like this. But I believe in planning. I still can sew a pocket here. And then cover this with something. I still can probably cover with this, maybe. I don't know. So undecided. So anyway, but in the meantime, let's see, how long have I been videotaping? Oh boy, 54 minutes. So just wanted to get on here while I was thinking about making this mini book, and I can't make any promises, but I will try my best to go on and continue to a part 2, because I don't know if any of you are like me. You might have a lot of projects going on and a lot of things in life, and though I have committed myself to making these videos, I sometimes falter in continuing on. So if you can forgive me and stick with me and be patient with me, that would be fantastic. And I thank you so much for joining me. And if you can please like and subscribe if you're interested in knowing more, and watch my other previous videos if you're a new subscriber. Thank you so much. And for those of you that have stuck around with me and have been patient, I really appreciate you all. I appreciate all of you. So thank you once again. And until the next time, bye bye.